In the name of my ancestors, peace for all. Welcome to another edition of what we call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the keeper, host of the broadcast, known here on social media, wherever you may find me. I am known as the mighty Angelsnupnup7. So, brother, number one, again, welcome to this spontaneous broadcast. I do not, well, it's not the intent to talk very long. I just want to make a comment. Get out of here. It seems as though we're having technical difficulties. I don't know. I don't know whether you can hear me or not, but we're going to go ahead and go through this anyway. And if I have to, redo, that's what I'm going to have to do. Yeah, we're having technical difficulties. Oh, wow. Look like it's only on YouTube. That's a shock. Like Facebook is, we are simulcasting on Facebook, Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry, Facebook channel and its affiliates. We are on Reality's Temple on Earth YouTube channel, and we are also here on Angelsnupnup7 YouTube channel. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this here. We're having technical difficulties. Technical difficulties beyond our control. I don't know whether to continue this conversation or not. Is there anybody out there in social media land? Can you hear me? Because if you hear me, we'll go ahead and try this. Otherwise, I think I might have to go ahead and shut this down because it seems as though we're having technical difficulties. And I'll try to come back later and do the broadcast. It might hold up long enough so I can say what I need to say real quick and get out of here. Oh, there go my friend Lunch Break. Lunch Break Chronicles is in the house. How you doing?
On, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you for joining us. I'm having technical difficulties. I don't know how bad it is. It must not be too bad. You was able to come on the platform. That's great. Glad to see you in person, man.
Oh yeah, same here, brother.
Yeah, thank you very much. I just want to say a few things and get out of here. And if you want to comment, feel free to do so.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna make my commentary real quick. Get out of it so I can get out of here. While I had it on my mind. I want to know how many of us been raised poor. I want to know how many of you been raised poor. Could you raise how many poor? I mean, mayonnaise sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
sugar water.
Yeah, that type of thing. I'm poor. Many of us are poor. Now, I would tell you, I'm starting off this way because I have said this before. Really, the happiest moments in my life I've ever had, really, was when I was a child and I was poor. I didn't know about all these material things. I got to get a job and get a Cadillac, and I got to have all these women around me. I didn't know about all that type of stuff. I was happy. I did not have no concept of those things. All I knew, I had family around, and at that time, all of us was basically getting along together. We know we have our little scraps, you know, scrapes or whatever, but everybody was there. Grandpa was there, grandmother was there, my aunts, uncles. I had all those people around me, and I was happy. I was very happy. When I was poor, raggedy clothes, dressed like a slave. Y'all see some of those slave pictures in the slave? Well, I was dressed that way, and I wasn't no slave. We was poor. My family did not waste nothing. All clothes got recycled. If you couldn't wear them, my grandmother would break them down and make them quilts that these people pay thousands of dollars for right now. We was poor. We were so poor, I was talking to my auntie a few weeks ago. They were so poor, when they ate an apple, they ate the apple. The peel, the core, they ate the apple. They didn't throw nothing away. They didn't play. I remember when I was little, my people would crack open the chicken bone and eat the marrow out the bone before they actually threw the bone away. That's how we rolled. You know? When my people had a garbage pile, believe me, you wouldn't get nothing. You know, even the pigs were saying, "Hey, what's up?" You know, we didn't throw nothing away. We did not waste anything. But that was the happiest time of my life when I was poor. When you are poor, and some of you probably have heard this old saying, the only thing a poor man has is his word. That's all I got. Because I have no money, I don't have nothing. If my word is not worth anything, then I have no value. There was a time that you could trust another person's word. There was a time. You didn't need no contract. You could say, blah, 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 you got my word. Of course, as you know, history tells us that the white man in this country, he messed that all up for real. You know, because he gave his word many times to the Native Americans. He even gave his words to many of the slaves and broke it all the time. His word didn't mean nothing, but he was rich. When you poor, I have nothing of value. If I'm not a man of my word, I have no value. So it seems as though the more material things that we get, the more things that we want, our word becomes nothing. Because there's nothing that should be more greater of value than a man and his word. I grew up in the nation of Islam. And in Islam, they tell you, my word is bond. And bond is life, something to that effect. But it concentrates on the word. I will die before my word shall fail. If we live on that premise, it'll be a lot of us dead because we're not keepers of our word. I bring this topic up because I interact with a lot of folks on Facebook and on YouTube too. In my journey, I see so many foul people. They're nasty. They're vulgar. They're profane. Of course, they're not people of their word. The Honorable Dr. Martin Luther King always talked about character. Don't judge me on my skin color. Judge me on the content of my character, my honesty. And see, I can stand here and I'm proud to say that I've been able to try to do that all my life. I've been able to do that all my life where men would trust me around their wife. Men would trust me around their children. Men would leave me in their house with all their valuables and go out of town. That's how they trust me. They trust me around their girlfriends. They'll trust me around their children. They trust me with their car. That's the kind of trust that people that know me. I have integrity. I have character. I have boundaries. There's things that I will not do. And if I give you my word is bond. And there's nobody that can come and tell you that I gave you my word, I'm going to do something and didn't do it. Even though after the fact, I might want to change my mind. I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But I gave you my word. And word is bond. But these things change when we start getting things and wanting money. We want something. Then our word don't mean nothing. Because we want something. Liars. But in this world, they, in a lot of times, they force you to lie, especially when you're poor. Because those of us who have been poor and part of the government system, you know that you got to lie. Otherwise, they might not give you nothing. You have to lie. You have to deceive. So I can't be a man of my word, because if I become a man of my word, then I won't get assistance. And I need this assistance for myself, for my children, for my family, whatever it is. They force you to lie. We lie to each other for sex. You don't like that woman. You just want her sex. Why don't you just say, I just want your sex, lady? But you lie. And you cause her to believe I got something going with this man, or vice versa. You just want the sex. You just want the money. You just want a position, but you don't like this person. So somewhere in the void, why in this life and my word don't mean nothing. We're surrounded by deceivers, all about money, what I can get. Give me, give me, give me. What you gonna do for me? And we're caught up in the filth of this world. Somebody was telling me men and women cannot be platonic friends. Why not? Why you can't be a platonic friend? It is because you have no principle, you have no character, you have no ethics. I'm not gonna mess with my brother's wife. I'm not gonna mess with my best friend's girlfriend. There are lines that I don't cross. But you have no character. You have no moral compass. So I wouldn't want you around my wife. I wouldn't want you around my children. I wouldn't want you around my damn dog. If you cannot have a platonic relationship, I wouldn't trust you doing anything. A platonic relationship goes outside of a stranger or somebody that you would have a romance with, because you have a platonic relationship with your mama. That's a platonic relationship, because there are those who will cross the line and have a relationship with their mama. Daughters who will cross the line and have a relationship with their father. You know that's your cousin, and you will cross the line. You know that's your cousin. We don't have no moral compass. That's the job of religion. The religion and spirituality is supposed to give you moral compass. But I have a problem because religion and spirituality have been here for thousands of years and your ass is still corrupt and getting worse every day. Because you will find these things in the church. You will find it in the synagogue. You will find it in the mosque. What the hell are you learning? You under the teachings of something that giving you moral compass and you still fail. Something is wrong. Is it you? Or is it the teaching? It really can't be the teaching. But see, it's this world, you living in this cesspool. And they've made these things fair seeming. And you continue to fail. But you expect great rewards for being foul. I don't care who you get for president. I don't care if it's Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. The country is foul. Ain't nothing good coming here. And that's the reality of it. The country is foul. Ain't nothing never gonna come to this country until they straighten up their act and get character and have integrity. But the only thing we're thinking about is things. So you have these million-dollar corporations don't pay their employees nothing, but then they want to go on TV. And the CEO is in Paris. The CEO is in Milan, Italy somewhere, Puerto Rico and the islands. And the people that's actually making the money don't get nothing. They're barely making it. This is the environment that you're in. We just had another shooting. A child with a gun. Not just any gun. They said the gun was an AK-40. One of these really for real guns. Killing 2 students and teachers. They focus on the children because they want that sympathy factor. Oh, the children. The teachers got shot too, y'all. They won't be coming home to their families either. But they, a lot of these folks, they want to play this for themselves. They really don't give a damn. Oh, do you really think they give a damn? What caused a 14-year-old, I'm going to go to school and kill some folks? Huh? What gonna make a child? This is a child. Don't make a child do this. And they take all the precautions. You're not gonna stop that. Because if it's not, you can kill people with your bare hands. You're not gonna stop people when they want to murder you, kill you. There's a lot of ways to die. More so than with a gun or a knife. Folks can kill you with their bare hands. There's baseball bats. A lot of schools have a lot of baseball bats. Bust you upside the head one time. But this is the corruption that we live in. I bring this up because I don't live around nice people. You can try to be nice all you want to. You can try to be good. People take your kindness for weakness. Those of us who try to be kind. Oh, I'm going to get over on that nigga. Not too long ago, we was going back and forth with a group of people. And they was bragging, oh, I got Angelsnupnup7. They was taking my kindness for weakness. I knew what you was doing. But I'm supposed to do those things because I'm a kind person, but you have predators that take kindness for weakness. It's all about money. Give me, give me, give me. Money, money, money. Give me, give me, give me. And I don't understand the black man and woman, soul brothers and sisters in this country, on this media. Here I am. I'm on my social platform. I'm driving a truck. I actually go out and work, make the money, and give it away. But you rather support the ones that don't give you nothing. No, all they do is take. Give me my cash out. Donate to me. Give me, give me, give me. And they give you nothing. But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad always said and gave me the answer, because he said, why do this black man, why do you love the white folks? Why do you love this cracker? Because he gives you nothing. Anybody that give you nothing, you fall head over heels in love with. Some of us are in these relationships. These people give you nothing. They bring nothing. The only thing they do is take. And you loving it. You don't like kindness because you really don't know what kindness is. This is what they said, a dog-eat-dog world. We like to be mistreated. We like drama. We keep talking about in the name of Allah, and we talk about all this peace, but you like drama. You like the drama. You go to the channels where there's beefing and fighting and arguing and debating. You should want our situation, you should want to end this once and for all. But if we end it, we might have peace, and you want some drama. You want to argue. I want to debate and fight. That's what we become savage. A woman, a so-called primitive woman, can walk around the tribe butt naked 24 hours a day, and those men don't say a damn thing. A woman walk butt naked, not only will she get ticketed for nudity, but the men, brother, did you see that? But look at that. Well, like you ain't never, some of us are 18 and older. We've seen naked women. And if you ain't seen a naked woman for real, y'all watch porn, all these magazines, you just seen naked women. You go out of your mind. I could even say the word vagina or putty tat or something. Your eyes get the mouth, get the spitting and shaking. He said putty tat? Wow. That's how deep in the mud we are. But we go to church, we go to the synagogue, we go to the mosque. We've been doing that for hundreds. We got all this spiritual teaching, and you still corrupt, nasty, and foul. You want to pretend. You want me to talk to you like you righteous. You're not righteous. You're foul. I don't care how many bow ties you wear. I don't care the gowns that you wear, these costumes. That's all it is, these costumes that we put on. I don't have to put on a costume. I've proven, and those who have been around me, I've proven myself, because I'm not about that. All my life, I've tried to be righteous. Coming up in the Christian Baptist church, I still wanted to be righteous because I was real about mine. When I was in the FOI, when I was in the Nation of Islam, I was a righteous person. I was with the MGT more than the FOI because I don't like being around them hard legs like that. And when I was around the MGT, none of them sisters had to worry about me messing with them, because that's not what I was there for. We have no character. We have no content of character. We have no integrity. You have no moral compass. You have no discipline. And see, that was one of the purposes of fasting in Islam, is to show you how to have control. Y'all can fast and still nasty and dirty. You ain't learned nothing. It don't work. And the main reason why it don't work, because this environment that you live in, we live in a cesspool. So I don't care how clean you are. You can take a bath right now, but your air is foul. Your air is dirty. So you take a bath and clean your environment that we're in is not clean. We have to change the environment. That's what I say, and that's why I encourage us to change the environment. Having our little organizations or whatever, blah, 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 that's not going to work. We have to create our own environment. Like when you go out in space, That's not the proper environment for us. You have to create an environment where you can live. You cannot live in space. You have to create an environment where you can survive out in space. We cannot survive properly. We cannot reach our potential as Freedmen's Foundation, whatever you want to call yourself. We cannot function properly as long as we are in this environment. That is why it is important that we must create the proper environment for us, because we're caught up in this web with our oppressors. We have their minds. We think like them, even the Black Power folks. And you will even reference them all the time. The white man do this. Well, I don't care what the white man do. Why you gotta reference him? Well, he do this, and I don't give a damn about him. That's why you're messed up now, trying to copy and be like him. I don't want to be like him. I don't want to live like him. He want to be greedy and have 6 and 7 cars. You want to do the same thing. You want swimming pool movie stars. That's your idea of success too. My idea of success is a good relationship with the people in my neighborhood. That's success for me. When I was growing up, it was all about my family, about human beings. I had my grandmother, family around me, uncles and nieces and nephews. That's what was around me. And we was happy, even though we was poor. Now you got the money and don't have no real friends. You scared they after your money. What a hellified, stressful life. We look at somebody like Beyonce and Jay-Z, successful. That's a stressful ass life you don't know. You don't know how stressful that is. You don't know who to trust. Jay-Z don't really know if he can trust Beyonce. Beyonce don't really know if she can trust Jay-Z. That's the situation they're in. They're not, you thinking they're living happy, joy life. No, that's what we put on in front of the camera. So you don't understand. This, what we're doing here, is in front of a camera. It's what they put before the world. That's not real life. Study Michael Jackson's life, because a lot of the behind the scenes is now people are telling. He was not a happy person. He couldn't be Michael Jackson. He was catching hell from his biological family. He was going through things. And we shouldn't have to live this way. There should have been some kind of checks and balances. Poor Michael, he could have did his singing and dancing, but he should have been able to be a child. So then when he become a grown man, they call him the man child, because he missed out on his childhood. Now I'm 45 years old. I want to try to be a child. No, Mike, I'm sorry. You can't go back. See, I understood that when I was a child. I don't want to be grown. I want to be a child as long as possible. I understood that as a child. I had my peers used to tell me, and they was doing things to try to be grown already. I'm happy, child, believe me. And the thing is, once they become adult and they have to assume their responsibility, they want to go back to their childhood, so they got to go party. That's what partying is about. I got to get away from the responsibility of being an adult. Let me get drunk, because I can't have this reality of being an adult. It's a whole different ball. So I'm saying and telling us that we have to change the environment. There's no African school. There's no Muslim school, Moorish school, or a tiny factory. None of these things are going to help us in our situation, because we're still in this environment. We have to change this environment, because it's the environment that created that little boy that took a gun and murdered 4 people. It's the environment. This environment is producing. This environment produces drug dealers and pimps and other riffraff. This environment, because we're after things. Look, because we're after things. We're nasty to each other. What can I get? What you gonna give me? Somebody always looking to use somebody. The situation that we're in, I remember when I first came to YouTube before, look, brother, when I first came to YouTube, before money got involved, many of the black YouTubers, we used to subscribe and support one another and share everybody's videos when I first came to YouTube. Whether we watched the videos or not, this is black YouTube. Hey, there go a black YouTuber. We share their videos. But then when the money got involved, now it's about me. And those people start getting these YouTube checks. See, YouTube, woo! White man is the devil. They said the white man's the devil. You try to argue and say, no, you got to. He knew what was going to happen to black YouTube because in the beginning, YouTube did not allow you to ask for donations or none of that stuff. They would terminate your channel. But then they saw, look how the people change. Look what they do when we start giving them this money. And it destroyed. Man, I hope I can find some of the people was making incredible videos. It was all destroyed. Now here I am. Just recently, they flagged my channel and keep flagging me. I only have 10 subscribers. I only get 10 views. What the hell you messing with me for? They flagged my channel for a video, an old video. A stalker called me. And they flagged my channel because I cyber stalked the stalker.
Man.
That's what they done. And if you go to my community page, I posted the strike. And then I appeal rejected. But Google been messing with me ever since 2009. So this should make you wonder, why would a $1 billion corporation spend so much time harassing somebody with 10 views and 10 subscribers? For years. For years they've been doing this to me.
They don't want a chance of that truth.
Yeah, it should make you wonder. Now let me say this, and I want to give our brother a chance to speak. I want to talk about my recent interaction with emails with Dr. Umar Johnson. On Instagram, I saw how you can contact Dr. Umar Johnson. He has an email, and he also you can contact him by text, because you know he was trying to get some type of debate with D.L. Hughley, and D.L. Hughley is not going to debate that man. He's not going to. First of all, as you know, you're not on my level. You know. Now, if he thought Dr. Umar Johnson was on his level, there would probably be some kind of debate going on. But you're not on my level. But he pretended like he was going to give Dr. Umar Johnson a shot and made fun of his school. D.L. Hughley made fun of his school. Let's do it in the gymnasium at your school. And then he punked out. D.L. Hughley punked out. But I don't know why Dr. Umar Johnson would get angry about that, because he would do the same thing to me. I would ask him for a debate, and he would do the same, because you're not on my level. You're not on my level. So I don't know why these people get angry when you know you're dealing with somebody that's beyond your level. How you gonna get angry when you do the same thing? They do the same thing. But I contact Umar Johnson, and I asked him for, could he come here for an interview? And he already had this pre-made thing, and he wants $3,000 for a live stream. He wants $5,000 plus airfare or whatever for in person. That's his price. Okay. Now I know my listening audience would not rate the holler for Johnson to come here. I might raise $1.50. Somebody might get $1.50, for folks to come, And personally, I don't want to hear him. Don't do Pan African. Now, I still could because I'm paying. So I'm paying you that you and get on the hot seat. I was thinking about that. I said, I can put this on the hot seat. Some of you who have been, he could, and I'm paying for. It's not like this is free, so I don't have to be nice. I don't pull much. You're gonna get it, sir. I'm gonna get you running. I'm the guy that do that. Pay that $3,000 and get fired. See what I'll be scared of? He'll take my $3,000 and run. Because you won't be able to handle the heat. So I decided I sent a message, and I'll tell you later what he responded at all. He stuck me $3,000 for. I suggest because I sent him for Operation Executive I would give you the $3,000 to promote, help me promote, because he still has a help operation campaign. Pay myself the $3,000 to help promote. It would because nobody make a decision on something they don't know nothing about. That keeps folks. If you don't help me about this plan, you don't have to bring them to me. I'll do it. I'll talk, discuss with them. You don't have to just say, look, this brother, we got Operation Exit Mississippi. Go talk to this man. And Umar Johnson can do that, even though he's a Pan-African. Michael Jackson promotes very clear. I don't drink soda. I'm alone, Pepsi. I don't do Pepsi. But Johnson, you making $3,000. You don't have to believe in the Mississippi campaign or whatever. All you're doing is promoting it. That's all. And you get paid. Because that's all y'all want is some damn money. That's all you want is money. But brother, it's not only Umar Johnson. I've tried to contact the Nation of Islam. I tried to contact a lot of you. They don't want my money. They find out who I am. They don't even want my money. Oh, no, nigga, I don't know. And it all stems, back to our selfishness. Because if I help this Negro, even though he paying me, he might take off. This might really get it going on. And that's where it all stems from. That's a damn shame. We're jealous and envious of each other. That's where it all stems from. Because a lot of them already know and they listen to the video. I know Brother Ben have. They know what I'm presenting, but the Mississippi campaign has nothing to do with my personal view. It's no ideology, it's no religion, it's strictly political. Not Republican. We can start our own political party if necessary, like our sister Fannie Lou Hamer did. But it's political. It has nothing to do with our personal wants. It's about putting our people in a better position Just like Brother Kaba said on that short excerpt, and he probably never heard of the Mississippi campaign, or Brother Charles Blow, the best way to do is to change conditions. But see, what I'm saying is beyond what they're talking about, because I'm showing us how to do it, how to get that job done. We don't have a motherland. You can call Africa your motherland all you want to. If she's your motherland, how come she's not doing a damn thing for you? If I call my mother and I said, Mama, I need $5. Well, boy, you got me on the wrong. Let me go in my purse, see what I got. I don't know if I got $5. Let me see. Hold on. That's my old comb, 1945. That's all. Mama gonna look and try to help her children. If Africa is our mother, why Mama ain't helping us? Her children from the motherland coming over here, taking advantage of the things that our ancestors died for, and they ain't doing a damn thing for us. That's the reality. That's the truth. And that cannot be looked over. So we have to create our own motherland. We have to create a sanctuary state, a safe haven for ourselves. So when somebody do something to us, no matter where it is in this country, you're going to have to deal. We will organize, because we got a state that we can organize. We're going to deal with this. We don't have to have no Benjamin Crumps, these ambulance chasers come. No, we got real power. A state has more power than being Crump and these ambulance chasers. Matter of fact, when they come to the state, we tell them what they can and cannot do because we make the damn law that they must abide by. That's what I'm promoting. At an African school, Dr. Umar is not going to do anything for us like that. We're trying to control, we want to control a school system that's already in place. All that we got to do is make it what we want it to be and give our children skills. Brother, I was watching a video about Japanese and Chinese children. They fixing cars, they making chef gourmet, they kindergartners. They sewing, making shoes, all kinds of stuff. They make adults look bad. Here we are, our kidney, they painting their fingers, painting with their fingers. They eating graham crackers and milk, dumb stuff. Children, you're not teaching the children nothing. That's where our children should be. They should be doing some skills. They should be happy to do chores at home. Oh, you got them letting them play video. No, they need to put them to work. Even in nature, when a baby animal get to the point where they can help, you going to work. They put them to work. And what is it that they say in religion? An idle mind is the devil's workshop. Our children's minds is idle. So since they're idle, the only thing they can do is come up with nonsense and foolishness, devilishment. And you wonder why a 14-year-old child murdered. And they play these violent video games. Killing, murdering. The cartoons is violent. Everything about America is violent. How are we going to talk about that 14-year-old child and we got Israel murdering I don't know how many Palestinians every day? On our news, nothing but death and destruction every day. Ain't nobody nice. The politicians ain't nice. Everybody trying to find dirt on everybody and lie and cheat and steal for things. And we don't want our own. We should want our own. So if Dr. Umar Johnson does that, that's what I would do with that $3,000. I will pay him out of my pocket to push this so folks will know. And I don't care whether they gravitated to it or not. I want them to know. So when they catch the hell that they deserve, all that I do is sit back in the cut. See, if you had took control of a state, what's his name? The brother elder. I know him as, he goes by the name brother Dr. Kaba, but I remember him as Dr. Phil Valentine. He said that's the way to go. He said, I might not see that in my lifetime. That's the way to go. Take control of a state. But to take control of a state, you got to be unified. All this self-go. If you want what is in the best interest of the people, I'm not looking for myself. I'm looking at what is the best interest of the people and those who come behind me. So they'll be in a better place. Pass the baton and them, they can only make it better. But somebody got to get it off the ground. This country was started with 250 people. Half of them died. That's who created the United States. 250 some people. Half of them died in the blizzard. They turned to cannibalism until the Native Americans helped them. But it was only 250. Here we are 40 million and we can't take control of a state that's already established. And then you want to tell me a black man is God. Get the hell out of my face. I don't want to hear that. What kind of God are you? With that said, brother, I want you to say something before we get out of here. It's good to see you. Our brother, Lunch Break, the Chronicle, in the house. Our Muslim brother.
No, I just you said, brother. I'm not here for no debate. I was just coming to see what I seen thumbnail, and I wanted to see what you said, what Umar said about that $3,000.
Yeah, you know. I want to see too. I want to see too.
Nah, man, it's crazy though, man. Everything you're saying is right on. I mean, it's just like, you know, I can just see it like from stuff like when I was a child, man. Like everything seemed like it's backwards now. You know, like stuff like when I was growing up that you didn't want to be. Now, like these kids of this generation, that's what they want to be. I remember like when I was a kid, nobody wanted to be a drug addict. Now all these kids listen to these rappers and talk about it being a damn drug addict. You know, so it's just but it all goes to, you know, it's like there's no direction in the home anymore, and we don't you know, they done basically eliminated the black father out of the house. So, you know, and it's just, you know, I just look at it, man, you know, it's, you know, destruction by design, you know. But
I would say this. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Oh no, I was about to say that's all I really have to say. But I agree with everything. I'm right in step with you. I agree with everything you were saying.
Yes, sir. There's an old African proverb, and folks don't understand. The old African proverb that I remember, it said, "It takes a village to raise a child." See, we're not a village. We got individuals in this environment, this messed up environment, trying to raise a child. So when that child goes out of your reach, out of your influence, what you gonna do?
Exactly, but again, that's the thing. We don't have that community anymore. I remember, like when I was a kid, man. You know, if you was down the street, you could be down the street, man. You know, way out of your parents' reach and eyesight, ear, you know, and everything. But you know that whole community was watching you. So if you did do something that was out of the way, get it home. You know, so and it's just like now, you know, like people like you really can't say anything to somebody's kid. Now, if you say something to somebody's kid, now, man, somebody might end up dead. Because you can't, know, say like you see a kid doing something wrong. You can't say that they're doing anything wrong because like a lot of these mothers don't want you saying anything to their children. You know, so it's just, you know, it's a crazy world, man. I'm just glad I don't have no youngins coming up right now where I'm having to raise any kids, man, because this is a crazy world, man. Because I know I wouldn't be sending my kids to these schools or anything because like when you look at it, man, there's not like anything that used to be safe, man. You know, it's not safe. School not safe. The church not safe. You can't go to the movies. The hospital. All these places that had mad students. So it's just like no place is safe anymore, man. And it's like, you know, and it's we getting back to the Wild Wild West where you're gonna have to be basically walking around here with a gun on your hip, you know, to even like to go to the store and halfway feel safe, you know.
Exactly. But we're supposed to be adults. We're supposed to be adults, and that's the reason why I get on brothers so bad, because if the men's supposed to be the leaders, where are you leading us? Where are we going? What are you doing? You're Mr. Leader. And for the go ahead.
I say you got to also think too, man. It's like these guys that's coming up now, man, like especially these younger generations, it's how they gonna be leaders, man, because you know they never were shown how to lead. They've never shown how to be, because they never saw that image of a strong man in the household, you know, being a leader of the family, being a leader of the community and stuff like that. They hadn't seen that. So it's hard to even, you know, come down on a lot of these guys for, you know, a lot of the stuff that they do, because, you know, the stuff that they like, what they're doing is normal. I mean, because it's just like they say, man, everything is flip-flop now. Everything is opposite. You know, it's like, you know, being a drug addict is cool. You know, being a deadbeat dad is cool. You know, just being an overall degenerate is cool. And, you know, that's where we are as a country right now. And, you know, as a world, basically, you know, that's where we at. And for us, but we got to find some kind of way, man, to get, you know, some strong male leadership, you know, back in our community, because, and then the other thing that's bad about it is, you know, to get a lot of the people that we have that people look at as strong leaders, they're just grifters and guys that's, you know, out for getting money, you know, like, you know, Dr. Umar, you know, you can just start naming these guys, you know, they all, you know, like, you know, oh, they got all this good information, but, you know, that good info, they'll tell you about that good information, but in the end, what it's all really doing is leading you somewhere to buy something from them. You know, most of the time, you know, like all these guys are selling something. They just, you know, they're just grifting. They're just getting over, you know, finding ways to, you know, make money off of their people because it's easy.
Yeah, so I mean, because, okay, I can donate money to Dr. Umar Johnson for his purpose. So I'm going to wait and see what Dr. Umar Johnson, I'm going to donate money to you, sir, but it's for my purpose. Now, will you do that, sir? Because I understand that you'll take money for your purpose, you know, to promote Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. That's for my purpose, which really is not my purpose. It's for our benefit. I think the people need to hear it. Let them make a decision on those things. What's wrong with people being able to hear something else and let them make a decision on what they want to do?
But see, the thing about that
why
is,
why you want to hold somebody from listening to something new?
3,000 might not be enough for him, because the thing about it is he does have that reach where if he did promote the campaign, you know, it would get to a lot more eyes and ears. But I think what a guy like him would say is like, you know, that would, like that would shoot you off, you know, because like if your campaign gets in more people's, you know, in more people's mind, you know, more people see, because it makes sense. So, you know, so like he $3,000 probably, you might have to get him 10,000. You know, if you tell him you want him to promote you might ask for 10,000.
Look, let me tell you something. It pop off, and folks, I mean, because see, if it pop off, folks support it, you'll get your $10,000. Because we need that for people to start talking. Well, actually, once people start talking, it'll start taking on life of its own. It's like an avalanche. You know how the little snowball rolls down? Once it starts down here, that's what will happen. And actually, what I really believe, a lot of these folks actually fear the avalanche.
Yeah.
They fear the avalanche. Because this Mississippi campaign proposal, what it offers and the benefits is well beyond anything. You can put what these folks got, you can put it all together in one. It won't be able to. It won't match. Plus, they don't have a real plan. They keep trying to do stuff like they did in the 1930s. And this is 2024. Like we just said, this generation, these people are different. They're not. They don't even really care about no black nothing. They don't want to hear about the blackity black. What you talking about? I'm free. They don't want to hear that I'm a slave type thing in the white. They don't want to hear that stuff. They really don't. Unless you show them. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just saying they really don't teach about slavery and stuff in school anymore. So, I mean, you know, I know look, my son was going to school, you know, like Black History Month, they didn't even talk about slavery. You know, anything he learned about, you know, our plight in this country is, you know, what he was taught at home because they didn't teach that stuff in school. When he would go to school and talk about it with the teacher, you know, he would get in trouble for it. They don't want to hear that.
I only knew about Dr. King. That's all. That's all they taught.
They taught like I remember, like I went to school, and I'm from Louisiana. I went to a school that was like 90% white, and they taught it there. I mean, you know, you learn more than about, you know, Dr. King. I mean, they even taught about Malcolm X and all that stuff when I was in high school. I remember I did a research paper on Malcolm X in high school. So I mean, it was, you know, like it was taught back then. I bet maybe it wasn't taught everywhere, but you know, I know where I went to school, they taught some things. You know, it taught enough to, you know, to pique their curiosity to what make you want to go out and find out more for yourself. You know, and you know, it leads you down, you know, other avenues. You know, I've been down the Nation of Islam Avenue just like you have. You know, and it's, you know, and it's like I always look at it like, you know, like God and religion are two different things. You know, man created religion, you know, and that's where that's where the problems always come in, you know, because this is something that a man created, and a man is far from being perfect. So there's always gonna have flaws in it. And, you know, we, you know, like, I believe, you know, if you look at the 10 Commandments, and you just go through the 10 Commandments, and if you live like that, you living right. And I think, you know, that's why so many more of these other religions now and different sects and stuff, because people look at them 10 Commandments and be like, man, you know, that don't even allow me any time to be me. You know, I need to, you know, so I can be a little more loose. So like, you know, I try to live my life by, you know, because if you look at that 10 Commandments, it gets off into every problem that basically man has. You know, thou should not steal, thou should not kill, you know, you shouldn't cover another man's ox or his ass, you know, you know, adultery and all this stuff. All the problems, all the stuff we have problems with now, you know, and, you know, if you just live, if you go say, I'm going to live my life the best way I can by going by those rules, you living right, you know, and just all this other stuff that, you know, man teaches, you know, I put that by the wayside a long time ago. So yeah,
I mean, this is, this is, when it comes to the 10 Commandments or these things, folks have to, like myself. When I was a child, when I first learned, you know, I was in the Baptist church. When I first learned about the 10 Commandments and you don't do this and blah, 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 I was doing these things and wanted to do these things out of fear.
Yeah.
To the point where it wasn't fear. I understood that these things, and it wasn't for fear. A lot of folks do things, and they will even tell you, because I'm scared of God's punishment. No, I'm not doing this because of what God gonna. No, I do this because this is good for me. I don't care what God, whether God like it or not. I do it because it's good for me. It's a benefit for me. See, if you're doing it for because out of fear, and if you do it for a reward, it's not sincere. And if you believe in God, then you understand that God knows that you're not sincere. You're not sincere because you're only doing it because of fear, and you're only doing it because I want to go to heaven and get milk and honey. I want to go to the hereafter for 72 virgins, whatever they talk about. But you're not doing it for you. You're doing it for reward out of fear.
If you believe that God, I said, if you believe that, you know, you believe that God is God and He is all powerful, you know, just like they just tell me when I was a kid, you know, if you thought it, you might as well go ahead and do it because God already know what you thought. So if you truly believe in God like that, it's like, man, go, you know, if you want to sit down and say, oh, I'm finna go steal this, I'm finna go rob this place here, man, you might as well go ahead and do it because in God's eyes, you already did, you know. So it's, you know, it's it's just a crazy world, man. I mean, we got some crazier times headed our way too, man. It's going to be this end of 24 and going into 25, man. It's going to be real. And I hope everybody ready.
I tell you, if we don't change, see, we need a great change. All this little dilly dally piddle paddle stuff, that's not going to work for us because we're too far behind. We got people coming across the fence. Within the next 5-10 years, they're going to be in businesses and in positions, and our children we've been here going on 500 some years. Our children going to be begging them for jobs, which is embarrassing to me.
Yeah,
they should have these immigrants coming across the borders should have just as much respect for the black community, for black folks, as they do for white folks themselves. But they don't. They see us as something to use.
Yeah, because they go come here, they go come and they go leech off of our community, and they go come up off of our community, and then they go exit. After they got what they after they done elevated. Just like all of the other ones that then came over here and did. It's just like I see it already. I was like, you go into so many places now, like in convenience stores and stuff where I live at, man, and they're run by Latino people now. I was just like, and I'm saying just like you said, I said, man, probably 5 to 10 years ago, man, that person that owned this place probably couldn't even speak English. Just came over here, and they had, but the government makes it, a lot, easier for them, because they have programs for them to elevate, come past us, stuff that we don't get a chance to take advantage of. So it's a, it's just a hard.
Yeah, that's why we have to take our destiny in our own hands. That's what this call meant to be. Where the hell are you leading me to? Where are you going? That's the problem I had in the Nation of Islam. Here I am, 18, 19 years old. When I first joined, the hype, the thousands of people coming out to the meetings and all that stuff. And I'm 18 years old. All that was exciting to me. But as I grew, had to take care of myself and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what am I getting all this? I'm doing all this work, all this labor. I saw Farrakhan. I saw his condition changing. But I'm like, my situation not changing. My community situation ain't changing. I come from East St. Louis, Illinois. Okay? And East St. Louis supported for years Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam.
Yeah.
Got nothing. But then some white folks did a survey or some kind of thing they did. They were scared because I don't know if I want to invest with them Negroes. They tear stuff up and blah, blah, blah. And so they decided to give the community a chance. Now there's all kinds of businesses up and down the road and McDonald's to come, Walgreens and blah, blah. The Nation of Islam was in a position to control. East St. Louis is a black city. They could have been running it because the mayor, those people had great respect for what we was doing. But Negroism rose up and destroyed everything, messed up everything.
Crabs in a bucket.
So, see, a Negro can't do nothing. A Negro is not going to be able to do the Mississippi campaign. Not going to be able to get it off. And I'd rather do nothing at all. If I can't do it right, I'd rather not do nothing at all. I'd rather everybody just reject it because you're not ready for it. Because when you get ready, you'll get the benefits. You're not ready. That's why you're not going to get any benefit. That's why you're going to continue to wait for Donald Trump. You don't keep waiting on what's her name? Pamela Harris? I don't know who these folks are.
Kamala, whatever it is.
the new black woman.
Yeah, Kamala Harris.
She's not a black American, like a descendant of slaves born in America. She's some kind of Jamaican Indian mixed person, but they're trying to pass her off so they can get your vote, get your support for her. Keep calling her a black woman. She's not us. Barack Obama was not us.
They will never ever be a descendant of slaves that ascend to that position in this country. Not the way it is now. You will never have somebody, named, Jack Johnson or, with a name like that become the president of this country. It'll never happen. Like I say, like they'll give you Obama, but Obama's father was African and his mother was white. He don't descend from slaves at all. Same thing with Kamala Harris. But just like say, because she got a little tint in her skin, they'll prop her up, and and that's the thing about us, man. We go for anything, like we see that's like, oh, we vote for her just off the top, and when to me, the woman don't say nothing about any kind of policies or what she gonna do, and then when you look at her record, as when she was, when she was the attorney general, how she was locking up all these brothers, giving all these brothers max sentences for little piddly crimes and stuff. So it's like, man, and the thing about it was, like, when she was trying to run for president, during when Biden was running, he used to call out on this stuff. I've seen stuff where Joe Biden said she wasn't no black woman. So and he didn't call. A lot of people done called in her record. But now everybody wanna, forget that and say, oh, and when you say, oh, you hating and all this stuff, because you just want to vote for her for the color of skin, man. No, I want to know what your policy is gonna be, man. I want to know what's real. That skin color and all that stuff, that, man. Because for one, like I say, she ain't black no way. So they can miss me with all of that.
Exactly.
But yeah.
But I'm saying that you just should invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. You and do your own thing. That's what we need to do. If you can get help from the Republican Party, that's cool. If you can get it from the Democratic Party, that's cool. If you have to create your own, then that's what must be done. That's why I say concentrate on one state, which would be Mississippi. Concentrate on one and get that under your belt. The rest of them be easy, because once you see what needs to be done and you accomplish that, the others gonna follow, because people will be able to see, look what you've done. Not only that, see, getting the state, controlling the state, that's really the easy part. Maintaining the state, taking it from a poverty-stricken state to a wealthy state, that's the work. But if you God, they say they God, brother. I'm God. Well, if you God, this is easy to do. They say they God and they kings and all. Well, this should be easy for you to do, unless you're a liar. You put on this show. Prove it.
Yeah.
And if you want to be a man, you pull this off. There's no doubt, because only men can do this. Only men can do this. And believe me, you'll get the respect. You'll get the respect that we should have had 100 years ago.
True that.
And our children, these people, our children, through that example, will take it to the next step. They will create the promised land that Dr. King was talking about. You gotta make it. Ain't nobody gonna give us nothing. Ain't no UFO gonna come out the sky to do nothing for nobody. We gotta do it. Use our brain just like everybody else prior to us use their brain and figure it out.
Yeah, we got to groundwork. Like you say, we would have to lay the groundwork for everything, and then, like you say, let the generation from behind us take it from there, and keep building up, just like every other, race of people do,
Exactly.
But the one thing about it, the other races of people, all of them kind of know who they are too, and that's one of the main problems with Black people in America, man. It's just like we never knew who we are, and that's why we have so much division, because we have we don't know who we are religiously. We don't really know who we are. Like I said, we don't know our language, our religion, any of this stuff. And so that's why I think a lot of the division comes up between Black people, is because we always try to mix in religion with something like the Mississippi campaign. See, something like that, man. You can believe what you believe. I believe what I believe religiously, but we can come together, for that common cause. And that's where we had a problem. And most of the time, most people can't come together, for that common cause, because we looking at, this brother here, he don't believe in God, so I can't be with him. Or this brother here, he believe in Pastor Farah Muhammad, I can't be with him. This guy here, he believe in Jesus, I can't be with him. No, man, we can come together, man. We can agree to disagree on religion, but we need to come together and agree on what we're gonna do as a whole, as a people, and that's what we need to do.
And there's no excuse for it. We have the talent, we have the money, we have the talent, we have the education, we have everything that we need. We just need to understand how to do.
Yeah,
that's all. But we can't get that together. But that's on us. And see, life don't have no mercy on us. I saw an antelope have a baby. As soon as the baby dropped, some lion came from nowhere and grabbed it.
Ashed him.
Life don't have no mercy. Life don't have no mercy on us. I don't know what we are waiting on, or we looking for some kind of miracle. Look, life don't have no. By the year, one of my older videos I played today. The title was talking about, will black people be here as we know it? Will we be here by the year 2050? We might not even be in existence. What we know of as African American, they're already trying to write what black people did out of history already. They're already trying to wipe us out of history. So maybe that's a good thing. But see, that's the way nature is. Nature don't care. It's up to you. Do you want to survive or you want to die? It don't make no difference to this planet, because you will not be missed. You think you special? No, nobody here. Look, we just a little drop in the bucket when it comes to the universe. Universe don't give a damn about us on this planet.
Like they say, one monkey
don't give a damn about us. No. So you push you out the way. Do you know how many tribes of people and nation people went extinct? We won't be the first, and we won't be the last. If you want to live, let us live. You want to die? Oh well, got plenty of earth to bury your ass. Plenty. What is it? How much earth the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teach? Got plenty of earth to bury.
Oh yeah. And it's just like in America, man, there's so much land that's not even being used all over this country, man. It's like when you think about it, it's like there's so much unoccupied land. Why? Why is all this land unoccupied? It's just like, if they really, it's just like crazy. I just don't see how, like nobody's seen this, like you said, take over a territory, a state, and just go there, because just like you say, man, money talk. And just like you said, we got the money, we have the education, we have the talent, we have all of that, to be a nation. And I just don't know why. It's just, I don't know.
Well,
but I mean, like I say, we gonna get Umar that $3,000, man, and we gonna make sure that get him to promote for us, and we might be able to see what we can do with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, but like I said, these people don't mind you giving them $3,000 for them. No, I'm gonna give you $3,000. You promote me. Yeah, it's different. They don't like that. He's not the only one I reached out. He's not the only one.
I want to pay him for endorsement. I want you to endorse what I'm doing. Get out here and you see what this campaign is all about, and you get out here and talk about it too. And that's what you're paying him for. We don't want to hear about Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, because we've been hearing about that for a decade now, and it ain't open yet. So and then I don't know if it's ever going.
Actually the Mississippi campaign would really be a good way for him to get up out of that and come to this, because it would get the pressure off of that, because he could easily say, we're looking and striving to get our own public school system that we can take. The system is already in place.
It's already
now you got a public school system that's already in place. Now you can revamp it and make it what you want it to be.
And the infrastructure is already there.
It's already there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like you say,
see, that's the thing about a state. The infrastructure, the roads, everything is already here. You don't have to go to Africa. Everything is already here. If you cannot do nothing at home, what the hell are you gonna do in some Africa?
And the thing about it is, like, people always say that, like, go back to Africa. Where we gonna go? Where you gonna go in Africa? Like, we don't even know where we came from in Africa. So you ain't gonna, they ain't gonna let us come over there and take over, because they gonna run us from over there. You can't. I mean, them people, man, like, we don't know where we came from over there. We don't know what tribes and all this stuff is. Like, where you gonna go in Africa? You know,
it wouldn't
this
make
is
no
like,
difference anyway.
It's sad. It's sad.
It
to
wouldn't
say,
make
but
any
man,
difference anyway.
it would. You know, this. You know, the USA. It's our home. You know, that's you know. So no, and we built it. So why should we have to go? You know, we can make our stuff here and make things like the way we want it here, because this is where we from. We don't know where we from in Africa or wherever. You know, this, you know, like, as far as I know, you know, my great grandfather, his father, and then everybody from behind them, they all were born here. So I mean, and can't none of them tell me could none of them tell me where they came from in Africa. So you know, this is home.
Exactly. This is all I know. This is what I'm going to work with. And the thing about the Mississippi campaign also is you put yourself in a position to actually have a relationship with Africa. You put yourself in a power position. You can't do nothing with no Africa. When you go to Africa, you're nothing but a tourist. That's all you are. The only thing you do is give them some tourist dollars. You know?
That's it.
But as a state, any of these states can have business, as long as they're not a so-called enemy of the United States. You can have business relationship with anybody around the world. These governors do that. They bring different businesses and all over the different other countries, and we can do the same thing and clean up that waste in Mississippi. You know, and clean it up and get together and clean up and make it show our power. Show that you are God. Show that we are men. And this will do it. You don't have to run around and talk about, I'm a God, I'm a man. Oh, no. This group of people, they took control of a state. There's no doubt about that. There's no arguing or whatever. Look what these people did. And our ancestors would be so proud. They're like, wow, they bad. Because that's whose shoulders that we stand on.
You know, you had some brothers, the New Africa movement tried it back in the day. You know, they had I think it was a 4-state plan though. You know, I think it was like down, but it was all down south, Louisiana, Mississippi, all them, but they tried to do, stuff with guns and all that stuff. Then you can't do it that way either, No,
we're not in no position. Plus, these folks are, they wouldn't do what they want to. They scary anyway. They wouldn't try to do that. I said, if there's 40 million of us and it took 1 million or 2 million of us to die to get where we need to be, then we should do that. But who gonna do it? Who gonna be the one that would have died? I even heard of Tariq Nasheed was like, I ain't gonna be no leader. Get me shot up like Dr. King. See, so why are these people listening to these folks like that? They're not willing to. They're out for themselves.
Yeah, Tariq Nasheed.
So he can take his wife to Brazil and watch them naked Brazilian women with the thong walk up and down the street.
Yeah, Tarik is the ultimate hustler. Like I respect his hustle. He's bounced around. Most people get mad at him because they want to say, oh, he's a Pan-Africanist and all this stuff. But no, he's a businessman. So he sees a way, to make some movies and put out some books and stuff like that. To make some money. But you never really heard Tariq really claim a lot of that stuff that it's just him providing that information to people.
Exactly.
And that's a way for him to make money. But a lot of people get mad at him because they look at his past, and because he wrote the books about being a player and all that stuff. This guy's just a hustler, man. He figures out, gets in a lane, figures out a way to make that money, and that's what he do. So I've never been mad at him, about the hidden color stuff or anything like that. Because I understand it's a hustle for him. That's the way he makes money, and that's the way he takes care of his family. So but I've never looked at him, to say, oh no, this guy's a black leader, because that's not what he is. And he'll tell you, just like you said, he'll tell you that he don't want to be a black leader.
Yeah, he said that.
Also,
but he's some kind of ordained Christian pastor or something.
Is he? I don't know.
He's some kind of ordained.
I don't know.
He's a hustler. Whatever I can do to make this hustle.
Yeah, yeah. What I was saying, whatever you get, like, he go figure. That's a brother that's gonna figure out a way to make $1. You know, and
exactly.
all I can do is.
And that's what a lot of these folks on YouTube have done.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of them have done. They found a way to make $1 because a lot of people are sincere in what they sincere, but that's entertainment. These people don't offer no real solution to nothing. They just give you the information. It's nothing but another church to go to. That's all it is. You know, Black conscious church. That's all it is. It's nothing revolutionary about it or anything. It's just a way. It's just a new hustle for people.
Yeah, because us as Black people, man, that's what we've always done, man. We worship personalities. You know, if you can come out, man, if you got a slick tongue and got a good look to yourself and all that stuff there, it's easy, man. You know, just like that, man. You know, people will flock to you just because, you know, because you can talk and, you know, you got a good personality, you got some charisma about yourself, and that'll make people follow you, you know, and it's just, you know, that's what we are. We, you know, like, we don't ever look at it and say, man, like let's see if this person has some real substance, you know, what they're talking about, what's coming from their heart, what's coming from their mind, you know. But, you know, it's just like, if you can get up there and talk and, you know, and just say the word so beautifully, you know, you'll get a whole bunch of people to follow you. You know, like a lot of times, like the truth is the most unpopular thing around because nobody wants that. Exactly. Nobody wants, because the truth is real. And nobody really wants reality because they don't want reality. Because when you have to look at reality, then you have to face them real facts, and nobody really wants to face them. You know.
That's right.
That's all it is too.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I was glad, man. I got to talk, man, chop it up with you today, man.
Oh yeah, I'm glad. Surprise!
Oh yeah, I said
it's much different than talking to a avatar in the chat room. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up on my boy today. Oh yeah.
Everybody give this brother a round of applause. I'm glad to see him. He's been in the chat room for the longest, and he came out the clouds.
Yeah, I wanted to see that I was real too, man. I said, man, let me see. I ain't no like that, man. I'm just real, you know. But you know, I support what you're doing, man. You know, and like whenever I can catch you live and all that stuff, that, you know, and even I can't catch you live, man. I watch the replays of your videos, you know. So
yes, sir. I thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, I thank you too, bro. Yeah, because I'm gonna get up here.
Yes, sir. Thank you for joining us. Peace. And we're out of here, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
What about the peace, love, and soul? Now, come on now. That's why I said peace.
We're going to do that just like I just want to say that we're simulcasting on, this is Angelsnupnup7 Facebook. People there. I have not forgotten Facebook. We have people there watching also right now. Facebook, Reality's Temple and affiliates. We also simulcasting on Reality's Temple on Earth YouTube channel. And thank you, everybody. Until the next spontaneous broadcast, thank you, Brother Lunch Break, for joining us. And as our brother Duncan Ellis used to always say, as in parting, we wish you love, peace, and soul. We are already 5,000. Also, happy birthday to my girl, Terry Ellis. This is her birthday today. She's 61. You know, we all part of the Old Geezers Club. Happy birthday to Terry Ellis, EnVogue. She's 61. Shout out to our EnVogue sisters. We already 5,000.